guys doing? It's great to be on YouTube today. I just been pulling some cards and seeing what is going on. Now I am seeing some like a circle back around. So there may be new people in your life or people who are coming back into your life. It's like a second chance, possibly. Like the first time you may have failed, whatever it was when these people were around. You were possibly going through just a really bad stage of your life, and I don't know. I don't know if this is about me or if this is just about the general, like there's somebody who may be struggling with, and I'm not, so this is a wild guess, from my experience. There might be someone out there who is struggling with some depression, and it just seems like life is beating them down. They may have walked away from a relationship. They may have stopped going to school, like they decided to drop out of school. They may have had a breakdown, just completely just wanted to give up, maybe even felt suicidal, possibly. It just felt like everything in this world was not going the way that you wanted or you anticipated. There may be favor in your life at this time, and you may be walking through this process of, it's like you decided to, it's like you're in the beginning of something. Now, I was looking at this stuff, right? And like the beginning of the reading, I pulled some cards, and this is like last week. I'm just going to say this because I think it's important. I was experiencing some discord in my soul. Like I literally was just not, I wasn't feeling that complete peace that I normally feel. And I'm not necessarily sure if anybody can relate to this, but I just literally was feeling unpeaceful in my soul. And I prayed immediately to God and, asked, what is going on here? Like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why am I triggered by what I'm seeing on the spiritual realm? And I had no idea what it was about or why my soul was triggered, but it was because I'm usually a really nice person, especially in my spirituality. Like I feel I feel peaceful, and I have been for quite a while now. So when I started to feel the discord, I started to feel the uncomfortability in my soul. I knew that I had to focus inward and find out what's going on. So this, of course, my spirituality, I had somebody mention something about, I ran across somebody and they said something, and it kind of reflected what's going on within my soul. And I chuckled at it, but it isn't funny. You know what I mean? But this guy, said something to this person that I was talking to about, he was like, I'm just trying to be nice. And the guy said, fuck being nice. And the guy's reaction, who he said this to, was immediately like, excuse me, like no, that is what we do. We are nice, you know, and I wanted to put a stop to whatever uncomfortable feelings that I had spiritually to an end right now, because that's not whatever. And I pulled some cards and it talked about the fight of a burnout, possibly. There was a celebration. I'm not necessarily sure if this was in your favor or if this was not in your favor, but whatever this was, it could have been some grief and some possible health concerns, you know, feeling a lot of pain. Possibly, if this wasn't in your favor, this could have been very painful for you. And it could be affecting your health. You know, any kind of burnout can do that, you know. Now, if it's a burnout that has been in your favor, that's a completely different thing. That's, you know, that is a part of what the cards that I pulled about some kind of new beginning. Like, look at these cards. These are my soul cards. They wanted to come out today. And these two came out together. I'm going to show them separately though, because this is a woman, and look, this tree is growing from her. It's like this, it's like she's in the soil here, and it's like literally growing. She is the tree. She's growing. She looks like she's pregnant too. It's like she's beginning to start this family tree. I mean, look at this. It's just amazing. I've never seen this before. So like she's growing, and this might be the beginning of a healing process here. It's like the fertility of, like, it's like this is like crowning. This could be a couple things, like crowning here, like this is coming out, like the pregnancy, like coming out, crowning here. She's looking up, but these also kind of look like wings. So this could be like an angelic period at this time, maybe guidance. I'm not sure, but this is the beginning of something that seems to be growing, and there's also healing with this. Look at this beautiful card. Healing. So this activation says the frequency of healing supports our intricate ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. You are literally healing something. You may be healing past relationships, past situations, the way that you may have treated yourself. Maybe you're healing physically, emotionally, mentally. But it's like all this stuff is happening, and it's happening to support you. It's supporting you. This is all support. Look at this. This is fertility. This also came out with these cards. This is beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? And this talks about the frequency of fertility, invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, more joyful than we've ever been before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new, grander expression of ourselves. And I have self-expression out here as well. You know, there is some serious guidance. Guidance from spirit is here. Like this runaround, it's like the first time there was failure at this experience. And this time it's like you're getting a second chance to be successful in this growing. Like you have grown so much into this beautiful person, and now you're experiencing this full, and as the spirit, as these soul cards continue to come out, it started to bloom, like this blooming. And then it's so funny because this cosmic flower I gotta slow down because I'm so excited here. This cosmic flower activation came out with this. Look at this. Like she's blooming. Look at her, how she's expressing herself. She's just like in full bloom. You know, she's fully bloom, abundantly blooming. And look at this, these two cards came out together, and this is a rose, which indicated to me it's just about blossoming right now. What is this, going into April? The cosmic flower, right? Spring. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the places we call home. So this could be the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. So there's this book, okay, and it's one of my favorite books. I haven't read it this year, and I don't think I read it last year, but I read it every year for a while. It's a teenager book, and I got it when I was a teenager, and I never read it as a teenager, but when I read it in my 30s, and the end of my 30s, I think. Yeah, it was like the end of my 30s, and I fell in love with this book. It was exactly what I needed, and it's very Christian, and it's very, there's a lot of word and all that good stuff, but this book, I just love it. It's called Hind's Feet in High Places. If you are experiencing discord from family, or it talks about how sometimes the closest people to you are the ones that hold you down. And that could be an indicator here, like what you're experiencing is some of the closest people in your life may be holding you down. For whatever reason, I don't know. But her name is, oh man, I haven't read it in a while. Much Fear or something like that. And she's really scared. Like everything scares her because she was from a family craving fear or something like that. Anyways, everything has a name. Like people have names like resentment and bitterness, and it talks about these things. And as she's climbing the depths with her two companions, she's climbing, and she's in a lot of pain. She's not used to moving like this. She moves really, it talks about her not being very beautiful and that she can't move very well. And anyways, she decides to jump the journey and follow the shepherd up to high places. And he calls her, right? And anyways, this book is amazing. And as she's making the journey, fear and bitterness and resentment come to her and tell her how worthless she is. And if she listens to him, she becomes weaker. But if she holds on to her companion's hands as she climbs up this place, because every time she reaches a new height, these family members, and that's what they are, they're family members who are trying to keep her down, continue to install fear in her. And as she's climbing, they're coming up closer to her, and they're trying to bring her down, and finally she finds the worth inside of her, and she decides not to listen anymore, and she just follows the shepherd up to high places, right? It's an awesome book. If you have the chance and you want to, I highly recommend it. It's such a great book. I mean, just for fun. It's a little book, little teenager written book, but it's so good. Anyways, I think it is my favorite book, but of all time. It's my favorite. It's my number one favorite book. But anyways, you know, on her journey, she discovers some miraculous things, and she has a way to have remembrance of them, and, you know, an altar. And it's just really a cool book. Stuff to kind of take with you. It's kind of stuff that I started to do in my life, you know, like building an altar and, you know, taking my stuff to God, and having my own rituals and stuff like that, that makes my life feel more connected to my higher power, right? I mean, awesome book. I don't know if you guys have read it, and if you haven't and you want to, it's called Hinds Feet in High Places. I probably have it on my book stand. It's an amazing book. So enough about that. But my point is that you may have come across these people who, as you are climbing, you know, to high places, like, these people are coming back around to try to, you know, say that you are lazy, or you are not good enough, or, you know, you're the dog, or whatever, you know, and they're implying this. And the truth is that it doesn't matter. You know, you are beautiful, and you hold something so magnificent inside of you. And if you believe that about yourself, you are unstoppable. You are now in alignment with who you are and who you are meant to be, and you will become more beautiful just by the fact that you believe that you are beautiful. You know, keep those affirmations. Tell yourself, you are beautiful. You deserve everything that you want. You are loving. You are kind. Because those things continue to build you up to a place where it connects you to higher power. You are now just as much in love with yourself as God is in love with you as well. And those are all things that we have to remember, is that it's kind of insulting when you don't like yourself, because God has made you. So you're like, you know, insulting God by insulting yourself, you know, or someone else for that matter. And that's stuff I need to hear as well, you know, for real. But all right, onward. So also, as I'm continuing to pull these cards, I have more soul cards here that came out, and so it's like this progression happened here. Look at this. It's like a phoenix, you know, like this phoenix possible burnout happened. You were only really in a half relationship here, you know, and you got burnt out, kind of, right? But it looks like, you know, you just had this beautiful star-like love, you know? You did. You are in joy here. At one time. In joy. Total joy. And this is so funny, because this is like two faces here. This is like night and day, right? And this is like a woman right here. I don't know if you can see this. And this is like a male face. And then another face is down here. You know? It's like female and male. I'm not really sure. I don't know what you guys think. But, you know, it's like a female's is like rubbing this face. Like, you know, I love you, or I love me, or whatever. And it's like these two faces, they're opposite, you know, going in two different directions, but they're facing each other. This is, and this one, it's like a mouth, you know, it's like a mouth. You see the face right there? So it's like you may be, you know, rising up from whatever, this burnout possibly. You know, you are now probably walking into some favor in your life, and there's empowerment here. And this is a gala, but I'm thinking it's the world, like a completion here, and it's like communication about this completion, you know? like you and like lots of cards came out with this, like synchronicity, everyday magic, like finding the little things that you do every day, like there's magic in them. And having patience, slow down, gather more information and divine timing. Look how beautiful that is. You know, everything's kind of, you're gonna see things just kind of all coming together in all different places of, you know, this favor in your life. Everyday magic. Like she's washing dishes right here. But there's a huge activation right here as she's washing the dishes. Like magic is happening. You know, and then look at this. Here comes the magician. You may change as you clean the dishes. You know, you may become a brighter vibration as you do chores around the house. There's liberation from this, you know, and contentment. Here's the Empress here, the veins. What a card. The hands, the Empress. Trapped. The Eight of Wood. Trapped. I don't know. Maybe by you know, doing daily chores or doing your daily routine, you free yourself from those trapped feelings, whether that's feeling depressed or feeling angry or feeling resentful or just not understanding why things are happening and feeling confused and feeling lost. You don't have to. You know, you can stop right now and just stop. You know, if that is where you're at right now, just stop. And know that you don't have to go through this. You don't have to. You can stop right now and jump off the wheel. You know what I mean? Like, do something different. You know, just stop everything. If it's an addiction, get help. You know, if it's a relationship that is just no longer good for you, time to move on. You know, I know it sounds harsh and just to the point, but sometimes that's where we have to go, right? We have to just stop. You know, believe that you are worth more. Like, and I'm not talking about, like, I had Chinese food the other day and I got a really cool one. It said prosperity is more than having more money and more things. It's a way of living and a way of thinking. I like that. You know, that was, I kept that one because it's true. I don't have to have, you know, I don't have to keep up with the Joneses to feel like I'm prosperous. It's a way of, it's being satisfied. And I talk about that all the time. Like, I'm satisfied. I don't need to have everything in the world to be prosperous. I just need to have my needs met, you know, and be able to, I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that would like to have a bunch of money but is it gonna make me happy? No, it's not. I think that's the point of slowing down a little bit and realizing the important things in life is, do I have a connection that I admire today with a higher power? Yes, those are all things that are truly important to me that, one, I can't buy You know, you can't buy that. It's just something that happens. Morality, you know, you can't buy that either. It's just something that you do. It's something you are, you know. I was thinking today, I was like, you know, some of these women who are dating these men, if they had no money, would they still be with them? By the way they are treated, you know, like, probably not, right? I don't know. I think there's just more to life than that, you know. I don't know. But anyways, I have so many cards out here, and I'm like already 25 minutes in. So, yeah, I pulled some cards here. The otter, the peacock, the raccoon, the zebra, the cheetah, the fish. These are all animals that are, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. One, look at this. It's a very masculine card, you know, considering this, she looks very feminine, but she has this masculine thinking. Let's look at the zebra. I don't remember what the zebra says. Yeah, this is a masculine because the triangle's upward. Tiger. All right. Zebra, eccentric, creative, and a visionary. Yeah, that's the first thing I saw, is the awareness of this card. Zebras are the most precious of gems, and that's what it looks like. It looks like a gem. They are young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality is not only a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in the faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. I would love to. The peacock. Let's find the peacock. Peacock. Butterfly. I know, I love when I go right to the page too. If you have the book, read along with me here. That's what I love to do. Peacock, inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outwardly indefinitely. This adept creature is assimilated or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain with its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us can reach this advanced level of acceptance of self and others. This is where I'm at. I mean, I still get triggered. I'm very human, and I still have work to do. I don't know, I probably will forever. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I'm getting to know on that. Like, eventually, I guess I will be at that complete peace. God, I hope so. I think I strive. I strive. Raccoon. Raccoon. There it is. Talented, shadowy, and hiding. The raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater to lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular music instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. Who am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. Yeah. It's like you are growing into something more. Like this progression here is like you've been through so much. And now it's your chance to like shine, you know, like it's like you've been, like say you have an audition, right? And then you practice the play forever and ever and ever. And then all of a sudden it's showtime, the curtain goes up and now there's an audience. And like, this is like your time, you know, this is your time. Cheetah. And it says solar force, action, achievement, and masculine energy. And it says the cheetah is an epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The cheetah within is a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness their remarkable achievements. I just said this, like you are now showing who you are. You are a magnificent creature. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for the cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect the way before you start running. So you're going to reconnect to why before you start running. The fish. Water. Fish, there you are. Restless, change of focus, lost in current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing else pleases it more than movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish is more exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, so as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. And then the otter. I know this is like a lucky animal. The otter. What is this? Yeah. Otter. There it is. Obstructive joy, playfulness, and contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. The otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is playfulness as a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and a reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us into the precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. Yes. So yeah. You know, and then I had some tarot cards that came out too. It was just like, and it just kind of like these turn of events is now, it's like all this stuff that you've been through is just like You know, like you've experienced forgiveness on so many levels, and you're just, you know, now you have all these things like down to a science. You are now, you know yourself, you know what you want. You are now coming into just the brilliance of what life can offer, and you are going to do it. You are going to be amazing. I just have this feeling that you are going to be fine. I mean, it's showtime, right? Showtime. That's what I'm going to name this, showtime. I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know what even that means. Like, I don't know what to even mean. What does that mean? Showtime. What? I don't know. I don't know. A world war. I don't know. I have no idea what that is about. Allied defender. Holocaust. Allied invader. I don't know. I have no idea. What is this? Can you give me more information about that? Ooh, secrets. Secrets. Yeah, you may be experiencing something that is taking you back. Like there's been secrets that have been. And you're, I don't know if, God, the cards are going in all different directions now. I don't know if you are experiencing these secrets, you know. Yeah, look at this. Wisdom keeper. Communications. Communications have come out at least 3 times so far. Even from a oracle deck to, I think, activations, to these cards here. There's communications, but the communication is that this stuff is coming back around, you know, and these secrets, you know, I'm not sure what this is, what kind of secret agenda, secret exposed, kept in the dark, secret affair. I'm not sure what this is about, but this is wisdom keeper, wise person, well informed, wounded healer, enlightened. That is the stuff that's happening right now, you know. Like sometimes life kind of just rolls around and, you know, we find a different groove, right? And it's like somebody else takes that spot of where we were before. It's like we gave up that life for a new life, you know, kind of thing. And when that happens, you know, I know, you know, it's like favor, grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that I've had those experiences. I'm grateful that life has shined favor upon my life. I'm grateful for the ability to move forward. You know? Yeah, because judgment. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that for real. Judgment. Yeah. Judgment. About the 3 of Pentacles. This is about working with others. Yeah. And then we got this deck. And then I am done. We're gonna read this and then that's it. That's it. That is it for me. My God. I mean, thank you so much for the release of so much in my life to become who I am. Yeah, because the magician is here creating. You have all the elements in your life to create anything that you want. And all this favor in your life and all this support. There's so much support that has come out through these cards that talked about support from spirit, support from the universe, support. The magician's here to support you. It's like the beginning. We're cycling around again. We're cycling around. Full energy, right? It's like the world and then back to the full energy. The Hierophant. Something more traditional this time. You know? Because you have changed. You have changed in metaphor. You have become something completely different. Look at this. It's like infinitely. Infinite. You are infinite. Infinite change. Infinite. Any more cards from this deck? You know? I mean, it's good stuff. Now, let's see what the books have to say, because they like to say something cool. They're different. I like that about this book. Death. All right. World. Moon. We're talking about judgment. Okay, so upright. How do you work through the energy of judgment? Are you free and easy with how you dish it out? In turn, allowing others to do the same when it comes to judging you? Are you forgiving, compassionate, understanding? Exactly how would you want others to be if you found yourself on the other side of the judgment-filled glare? Judgment is a mindset more than anything. It is a standard we have for how we decide what actions are good and what actions are bad. In turn, judgment leads us to decide how actions should or shouldn't be punished. Everything seems fine until you fall prey of your own rules. Think carefully about how you deal with Judgment Day. Maybe in this instance, you can be a shaman and help release someone else from the burden of guilt and shame. Right? What is it? In the Bible, Jesus used to preach, if you didn't like yourself, follow him. You know, and if you are struggling with not liking yourself, maybe it's time to start going to church. You know, find your groove. You know, follow Jesus. Pick up a Bible, start reading it. You can do the Bible in a year with daily bread. You go online, start ordering the daily bread, and then you can go ahead and, you know, start reading the Bible in a year. That's what I did. It's awesome. It's interesting to find out what, you know, just go pick out a Bible and you'll be guided to whatever Bible that comes along within the years that you decide to do it. I do it every year, you know, pick up a Bible. And the Bible that was supposed to be in my life just kind of fell in my lap, because that's what happens, you know. So, yeah. And then the Three of Pentacles. Says, now is the time to call on the talents of others. You may have skill, but it's not enough to pull off what you want to create. You're going to need help from people who think and create differently than you. When you can build a team, everyone gets to play with their own strengths, and you will be unstoppable. You know, there's people out there that love your energy, but don't like you. And that's okay. You know, let them, you know, it's like, I'm not looking for popularity. I'm looking for change in the world, right? Like, I don't have to even have credit for it. Just like The Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, you know? Like, the change starts with me. I'm changing the man in the mirror, you know? And watching that change happen is the most beautiful thing that can happen, right? Where people start to realize that your energy is amazing, right? That's what they love. They love the feeling, but they don't necessarily love me, right? Or they don't love you, or whatever, whoever we're talking about, right? That's okay. Like, that's okay. There was this guy that told my mom a long time ago, you know, he said, if they don't know you, if they don't like you, it's probably because they don't know you. And you're not for everybody. Not everybody's gonna know you. But if you rub off on a few people and the world starts to change, you know, hey, you can die a happy person, right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. The Magician. All right, so this one right here says you have the skills you need to accomplish your goal. Be bold and confident. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone and do something different. The situation calls for a magical act which you can create. Do the thing, stand back, and prepare to be amazed. That's the Magician. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't even need the credit. If I start to see all this amazing thing happen and people start to change, like, I'm just grateful. Shoot. Right? Like, it's all good. I don't even need the credit, you know? The Hierophant. The Lovers. Okay, I missed it here. The Hierophant. All right. Take a good hard look at the most treacherous beliefs and make sure your actions and behaviors reflect them. If you don't know your beliefs, look at your actions and behavior. Based on those, how would someone else describe your beliefs? Yeah. Okay, and then the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Coins. Maintaining this state is exhausting and certainly not sustainable. Reprioritize as soon as you can, or the decisions about what to drop will be made for you. So there you go. You know, I mean, I don't know. This is really long. This is the longest video I think I've ever done. But I hope you guys are having a magnificent day. And I am truly blessed to have this message come out at this time right now. And I hope it is easy to post. And I hope that if this has helped anybody, I am so grateful. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a beautiful week. Bye.